Oh, and am I live? Yes. You know, I'm always double checking to make sure that I am here. And yes, back live for another Janome Canada Facebook and Sew4Home live. Yes, we were not here live last month in July. I don't know about you, but I missed it tremendously. It's definitely something very fun that I look forward to being back live, not only with our fabulous Liz Johnson from Sew4Home, but of course back live with everyone here. But hopefully you've all been enjoying your summer. It's going by way too fast. So thank you all for tuning in and joining us again live today in Janome Canada Facebook group as we're back with our wonderful friend Liz Johnson from Sew4Home. Yes, I am Michael Smith, the National Education Manager of Janome Canada. And yes, thank you for tuning in and seeing what sneak peeks we have for you today and what little tips and tricks we can share with you all. And again, I'm never here alone. We can always welcome our fabulous, there we are, Liz Johnson from Sew4Home. Yes, hello,
Yeah,
hello. It is wonderful to see you. It feels like it's been forever.
I know, right? It's only been about a month, but it does seem like forever. And I would agree that summer is whooshing by. I'm not sure. I'm
Totally.
not
Yeah.
sure how we are already in the midst of July or in the midst of August, but we are. We are.
Yes, totally. But all the more reason that, again, no matter what we're doing for the summer, that, oh, we can do some sewing, maybe some little quick projects and everything, still get out and enjoy the beautiful weather. But yes, time is moving on, whether we're ready for it or not. So we've got some cute little projects and everything that we can share with everybody today that'll help you get you back into your sewing room and start planning ahead.
That's right. I have literally, as they say, hot off the presses. We
Yes.
have a brand new exclusive project that will be, we finished the sample. And so now we're working with Janome Canada to make sure that we get all the instructions and patterns and everything up for you
Yes.
ASAP. But this is a little bit of a kickoff to back to school. And so what we have for you all is this super
Oops.
adorable
There we
toddler
go.
paint
Yes.
or activity smock. Isn't this just the most adorable thing you have ever seen? It
I want to
literally
finger
just,
paint right now. It is
I know.
adorable.
Isn't that just great? And you can totally just slip it right over the head. But as we know, any of us who've ever had little toddlers running around, sometimes they don't like that idea. And so we have included Velcro at the top so you can get it adjusted and bring it up over their shoulders. And we've used this adorable polka dot, which is an oilcloth, and that's on the front. So it makes it a wonderful white clean surface. But then on the back, because if you've ever worked with oilcloth, you know that the back of it is, I don't know, it's kind of textury and not super comfortable, which is fine if you're making a tablecloth. But if it's something you're going to wear, even though this is designed for a little one to wear over their clothing, you still want it to be a little softer on the back. And so the back is just a beautiful quilting cotton. And so we will have a full pattern for you to use to cut it out, and you'll print it out so that you have a full pattern to cut the front and the oilcloth, because again, if you've worked with oilcloth, you know folding it, cutting it on the fold, doing any kind of folding with the oilcloth can actually put a permanent fold in there that's hard to get out. And so you want to cut that flat, but then you can just use half of the pattern to cut the back. And it's just seamed up both sides. You'll put them wrong sides together, and then you'll bind it all the way around. Now, we actually purchased this adorable rainbow binding, and you could certainly do the same. Um, but even if you don't use our recommendation, I would say maybe steer away from using the packaged bias binding, because you do want something that's going to finish just a little bit wider than you can usually find with the packaged. So it's better if you don't purchase like a 1/2 inch binding that's pre-made. You custom make your own binding. It really doesn't take that long, even with or without like a bias tape measure. You don't have to put together that much. It's not like making binding for an entire quilt. I think you'll use about 4.5 yards all the way around. So it's going to be super fun, super easy. And again, it should fit about 2 years to 4 years real easily. And it's meant to be nice and loose, so you can just drop it over and they can paint to their heart's content. It's just going to be so fun. I think you'll really enjoy working with this. Now, and of course, don't forget, you're going to want to use your Janome Ultra Glide foot when you are working with the oilcloth. That makes it so much easier. So you want at least to have the Ultra Glide foot itself, but even better if you can combine that with the plate, so the two of them work together nicely. You have a little bit, little easier time because you do have cotton on the back of this one, but if you have the Ultra Glide foot and the Ultra Glide plate, makes it so much easier. You know, having the right specialty presser feet always makes the job easier and makes the finish better. So there you go.
Absolutely. And if I could open this little bag, I just so
Yeah, good luck
happen
with
to
that.
have this tiny little bag. But yes, as Liz was saying, this is the Ultra Glide presser foot. Now, some people say the Teflon foot. Well, no, Teflon is a registered trademark of the DuPont company. So this is our special Ultra Glide, very slick foot. If you've got vinyl, that oilcloth would be perfect. Even some, that rain slicker fabric, even leather, anything.
Like a cotton laminate, anything, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Then this, again, the material will just glide under the foot. So it is the U foot. If you go to the Janome HQ YouTube channel, I did the A to Z with Janome Instagram live series, and this was the U episode for the Ultra Glide foot. Now it does come on its own for 5 millimeters, 7 millimeters, and 9 millimeters. So yes, everybody can use this foot. But yes, as Liz was saying, you can also get it combined for 9 millimeter machines. We have the Ultra Glide needle plate and Ultra Glide foot. They come together as a pack. Now, your Continental M7 owners and CM17 owners, you need to make sure your packaging says for Continental M7 machines, because the needle plates are a little bit different. They look the same, they fit the same, but the backside is different because we've got the magnet in the CM7 and CM17 that hold those needle plates down. So make sure your packaging says for Continental M7 machines, and then yes, you get your foot and your needle plate together. The needle plate as well is a slicker material. It's not the regular metal. So it's got a slicker material, makes it feed beautifully. For again, 9 millimeter machines, the other machines like 7 and 5, then you have just the foot. There isn't a special Ultra Glide needle plate for those machines, but the foot helps. Even put a piece of tissue paper on the needle plate if you need to feed those layers. But with your apron, then you've got your smock, you've got the quilting cotton on the backside. So again, then you'll have no problem feeding it at all. So that is great.
So we will keep you posted on that. It will be showing up on soon. There's so many things. We're balancing everything, keeping all the juggling balls in the air. But it was great. Like I said, kicking off with kind of that back to school stuff, even though this is kind of aimed at toddlers, especially if those toddlers have older siblings or going back to school. They always want to have their own supplies so they can feel like they're going back to school as well. But we kind of put our heads together and we came up with some other really fun free projects, both on the Janome Canada website as well as on the Sew4Home website, that we kind of pulled out some of our favorites that should inspire you to get into the sewing room for the back to school sewing season. So I'll let
Oh,
Michael tell you about the
absolutely.
ones that are on Janome Canada.
Yes, because it is so easy to, and if I can figure this all out, there we go. It is so easy to share. Now let's see if I can
Look at us here.
share. There we
There you go.
go. So then, yes, you should be all hopefully seeing my website here. So if we go to Janome.CA, the Janome Canada website, and then we scroll down, again, lots of information here on our website, but we go to the products tab if we want to find a machine, or we go to the inspire tab when we want to find our projects. And look, that gorgeous box style canvas tote from Sew4Home. Scroll down right in the middle there, Sew4Home, and click learn more. So here, all of our Sew4Home projects are Janome Canada exclusive projects, like those octagonal placemats. Oh, they were so popular when we did our Facebook Live with the sneak peek of these. Oh, I had so many people emailing me, messaging me on social media. When are they going to be up on the website? They were so excited to see them. So yes, they're on the website now, and then where you can get all the project's instructions, but even there's an instructional video along too. So here we can scroll through all of our mini sewing tips that they're available again on Janome Canada website, but I also publish on the Janome Life blog. We publish all these mini sewing tips there. And then our fabulous Celine, from our educator from Montreal, she translates them all into French. So they're also on the V Chez Janome website, our sister website in French, or our sister blog in French. Again, if you're looking for a project pairing, so very beginning friendly projects, and they can be done on a variety of machines, not just the ones that we have highlighted here on the website. But again, the projects can be done on a variety of machines as well. So we have a beginner, an intermediate, and an advanced project there. So there's always tons of inspiration. For those with an embroidery combo or embroidery only machine, we've got free embroidery designs, like our fabulous hobby patch series. That was so fun. Every month there was a new hobby patch. All those embroidery files, the Jeff embroidery files, are there on the website. Download them to a USB stick and put them on your machine. And again, full instructions on how to go through them all. So that's all the projects and everything from Sew4Home. But specifically, oh yes, we'll go to these exclusive projects like this fabulous device case. Let's scroll down. Oh, that bib. I loved that bib. Apron with that Anna Maria Horner fabric, that Fluent fabric. I absolutely loved it. And again, a tote bag. And oh yes, like this structured waist pouch, for example, the structured waist pack. Who couldn't use this? A guy or a girl, no problem. Full instructions there to download. And even little tips and tricks like working with piping, sewing in circles, putting in zippers. Again, you'll find all of that information there on Janome.CA. Or again, there's that device case. Pretty much all the kids now have iPads and tablets when they're going back to school, so they could use this. So that is fabulous. And again, more for that monogram zipper pouch. So these are great projects for kids of any age going back to school. And yes,
So fun and
more?
very detailed instructions. If you're brand new to visiting us at Sew4Home, one of the things that we do really pride ourselves on is making sure our instructions are detailed enough that even if you're just starting out on your sewing journey, you will find the step-by-step instructions. Or maybe, you've always been someone whose focus has been entirely on quilting, and you're ready to maybe take a little break from that and do something like an apron or a bag or a pouch. And so again, you'll find the instructions taking you through some of the things that you might not be as familiar with, like Michael was saying, how to put in piping, working with different kinds of zippers. All those things are really set out step by step. And, you know, I have never had a complaint from anyone who is like a high level sewist, you know, saying, oh, you just have too many steps in there, because, you know, you're used
Totally.
to it. If you know how to do something, you can just scan through that and move on to the next step. But it's so important if you're just starting out. And that's something that I have just said from the get-go. I think a lot of sites out there, you know, they kind of start at step C. And there's still
I agree.
people, they're back at A and B going, did you just say make a dart? Because I've never made a dart.
Yes. So there's a
So, you
link
know,
with the whole
yep,
article, how to make a dart. Like, that's
yeah,
fabulous. And what I really love about Sew4Home, the step-by-step photo, full color photos, every step of the way. So, you know, it's one thing to have it all written out, but to see it as visual people, sometimes you can't get it
right.
just by writing
Yeah,
alone. If you see it, then it makes sense. So that I really
sure.
appreciate.
Well, we've picked out some other ones, and
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of go over some of the things that I like about them. When I was going through to try and figure out what would be great to share with you guys, I kind of looked at ones that were really popular and did have kind of a variety of skills and techniques that you could learn. So the first one that I love is what we call our convertible urban day pack. And this is one, I think that we have showcased this before in one of our product pairings. But what I really kind of love about this one is, you know, if you want to kind of scroll up and down there a little bit as we talk about it, we made it as a backpack, but you can actually carry it 3 different ways. So the straps in the back that make up your shoulder straps, those can
Yeah.
be removed. So you can see
Cool.
how they clip off and then slip out of that top D ring.
Yes.
So you can then carry it by the handles, or you can rearrange the strap. So you can see how our
Yes.
busy dad here is using it as a crossbody strap. So 3
Cool.
different ways that you can carry it, which makes it really nice, because sometimes, you know, sometimes you need to be hands free. Maybe
Yes.
sometimes you're carrying heavier things and you want to just be able to grab onto those handles. And then one of the things I want to really point out here is one of our goals is always to have as much on any given project done with flat panels. And that's no exception here. So you kind of see what looks like, oh my God, there's all these zippers, I can never do this. But the
Yeah.
majority of those are done as flat panels. And if you can notice, they also are what we call an overlaid zipper. And so you're actually going to cut your panels, fold forward those raw edges, and then cover it up with a zipper that you're placing on top. And then you're just going to zigzag that in place across the entire panel. So
Cool.
it is way easier than you think. And even that wraparound zipper, that happens the same way. You're going to work with that puppy while it is flat. So it makes it super easy and really fun. We're showing it here that you could even use this as a diaper bag. So it has so many different uses. The other one that I really love in kind of the bags and totes category is our faux suede fold over tote. And this one, I'm going to let Michael click over to that.
There.
And this beauty is, as the name implies, it's done with faux suede, 2 colors of faux suede, and then the lining is a beautiful heavier plaid in just a slightly heavier than a quilting cotton inside for that. But again, some different ways to carry. I think that's always important. So this one, we have really played around a lot with the metal hardware. So you get to put rivets into those handles. There's also rivets at the top of the pockets.
Oh,
But
yes.
then
Yep.
there are at the fold over point where the blue and the brown come together. That's where your tabs are. And again, you have a detachable strap that you can adjust. It's a fully adjustable strap, so you can wear it over the shoulder. You can extend it all the way out and wear it cross-body. But it's a super simple project. It's essentially just a narrow bag. You can see maybe in this one that we're looking at right now, those are box corners, but they are one of our favorite, the reverse box corner,
Oh, yes.
which
It
is
folds up.
very,
Yeah.
yep, very, very strong. You fold up and you rivet that in place. And you got to love rivets, because if you're in the middle of a sewing project, how many of us could resist being able to hit something with a hammer? You know, I mean, sometimes
A
you
great
just
way to
need
work
that.
out that aggression.
So that's a super fun one, and has always been one of our very top bags as we've had it on the site. Something else in the smaller pouch kind of scrap buster categories is our triangle zipper pouch. These are super fun. And
Oh, I think
again,
these are
it's
so cute, especially with those pom-poms.
aren't they just adorable? And of course, those are optional, but how can you resist having a little pom-pom on your zipper pull? I mean, it just makes it. So you do get a free pattern with this. It is a great scrap busters project. We would recommend a slightly heavier fabric for the outside, like a home deck or even an outdoor fabric,
Oh,
something a
okay.
little
Yes.
bit heavier really helps keep the structure together. But that again is just a very simple pouch with
Oh, I
box
love you laying
corners.
down on the job in this video. That's so cute. But yes, there's
So
always videos at the Sew4Home site, which is wonderful. That's so
I know
cute.
we always have little things that are going on. So,
Oh,
and
yes,
you know,
so much
I don't
information.
know if we could ever have enough zipper pouches. You can always have room
Agreed.
for another zipper pouch. And
Well,
they
there
are
as a
sized,
pencil
of
case.
course.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can use it as a pencil case, but of course, any long, thin tools. You could use it for makeup brushes, paint brushes, crochet hooks, all that kind of good stuff. And then there is another one of our slim bags, because I think a lot of times, you know, you saw the big box canvas tote and some of that. We really do love going for big totes and all of that. But sometimes, and especially for kids that are heading back to school, I think that slim style is something that people really enjoy having. And they still
Yes.
hold a lot, and really, with the way so many things now are digital, not like back in my day when I'm hauling around, you know, all kinds of giant textbooks and everything. Now, if you just have room for, you know, your iPad or maybe a slim laptop and, you
Yes.
know, a few folders, you don't really need much more than that. And so this slim style is really nice. Again, an adjustable strap, so you can wear it crossbody or over the shoulder. And then you'll see we will have step-by-step instructions for how to do those cool push locks. And
Hmm.
again, I think a lot of times people kind of avoid fun hardware like that because, you know, they think, oh my God, it's hardware. I can't deal with it. No, it's really quite easy. It's really quite easy. The real tricks to working with any kind of hardware are just making sure that you measure and you mark accurately. And so when you cut and insert, you're in the right place every time. But we give you all the steps how to do that. And then the last project I picked is kind of part back to school, part little sneaking our way into Halloween. And that is our glow in the
So
dark body
adorable.
pillow.
I
I
love it.
love this. And of course, to me, it's something that is a must-have in your study space. So if you are crashing and watching TV, I mean, crashing and studying, then you have this
Yes,
lovely body pillow to rest on. And of course, it doesn't have to be glow in the dark. That was just really fun. But, I've
very.
seen that season after season for a lot of the Halloween collections, they are still offering glow in the dark options. So that's just kind of a fun thing. But you can see in
Totally.
that picture, that is actually my son Ben, who is almost 6'5". And so
Wow.
that gives you an idea of how big that body pillow is. And it's very huggable and very comfy. Body pillows are super easy to find. You can find them just about anywhere, and they're not very expensive. And then scroll down just a little bit again, or scroll back up to the pocket at the end there. This is what's called an overlap end pocket. And you can use this technique on any kind of pillowcase. It's especially nice on something big like a body pillow that you're kind of carrying around and tossing up and down so the pillow doesn't fall out. So we're going to show you how to make that more unique end, and you can kind of see the little steps along the bottom there. So essentially, one layer of the opening is more like a pocket. And so you can pull that out, wrap it around the bottom of the pillow, and then lay the other side of the opening on top. So it's a beautiful finish, and it keeps your pillow from sliding out.
I think that is
So
so cool. And look, as always, full materials list, what you need, all your supplies, everything, so you can gather it all together. Chances are you already have all of these supplies in your sewing room. But if not, again, visit your Janome dealer, pick anything up. I think it is fabulous. It looks so fun. And it needn't be then Halloween. Oh, it could even be a
oh
Christmas themed
no,
pillow. Or again, you could add somebody, if you've got an embroidery machine, you can embroider someone's name on it. Like, there's so many this is a great jumping off point that you could totally customize as well. So I think that's so fabulous.
so
And again,
super
it'll
duper
probably be
fun.
Halloween before we know it.
Oh my goodness, I know. Isn't Halloween tomorrow? Something like that. I don't know. It just seems like it some days. So all kinds of good ideas, and always lots more fun to explore on the Janome Canada site, on the
Yes.
Sew4Home site, and free. I mean, hello.
That's another good point. When people always say,
Free.
yes, they want more, they want to do more. And sure, we're trying to get, finally classes up and going and everything in person and online. But you want more, 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 more. Well, right there at your fingertips on Janome.CA, the Inspire tab, or yes, Sew4Home.com, free patterns, free downloadable patterns, print them out. Again, there's videos there of Liz guiding you through some of the steps or the
Mhm.
project overall. So you've got those materials and those, again, those other projects to learn and do more 24/7. Doesn't matter where you are in the world and at
That's
what time
right.
you're sewing, because maybe a class doesn't jive with your schedule, or again, you
Sure.
find it hard to make it to that class. Well, there you could be doing this at midnight or whatever works for you. So that's wonderful. So lots of resources available.
So many fun things coming, and be on the lookout for the world's cutest little smock apron. I suppose all things being equal, you could actually make this out of all fashion fabric, and it would just be a cute little smock, like a cute little jumper.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
so fun. So patterns, step-by-step instructions. We'll work with the amazing Alan to get that going
Yes.
very, very soon. And
Fabulous.
we will be getting together next month. We don't have everything planned as to
Right.
what amazing things
It
we might
should
talk
be,
about.
I think if I consult my calendar here, I think it's the
You are more organized
20,
than I am.
Oh, I'm trying desperately. 21st of September. So the third Thursday
Okay.
of every month. So the 21st of
Hmm.
September is when we should be again back live on Janome Canada
Yes.
Facebook. And this also streams live to our Janome HQ YouTube channel. So if you don't have
Hmm.
Facebook, then not to worry. Again, this is going to the Janome HQ YouTube channel. There's a special live category that you click on that and all the playlist, and you can go back and see all of our previous lives. So that will be wonderful. And exactly what we're going to talk about in September, well, I'm not sure. You need to come back and find out.
You'll
And I
have to
always
come
do a
back and
little
find
heads
out.
up on the Janome Life blog, is that I do a little
Hmm.
blog saying, yes, we're going to go live, and then we'll post that on our social media. So there's the reminders of when we're going live. And if you
Sure.
can't tune in,
All
fine.
right.
They're going to be posted on YouTube and in Facebook. They'll live there for infamy. So you can always go back and review whenever is good for you. So
And as
yeah.
always, if you have, reach out and let Michael know if there's particular things that you're interested in having us
Oh
talk
yeah.
about. We're always open to suggestions.
Oh yes, agreed. Absolutely. It's a wonderful, that's the
Hmm.
nice thing about lives and all of these, is a great way for everybody to connect. And yes, exactly. Let us know what projects you would like us to talk about, or what machines, what pressure feet, what
Sure.
techniques.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, we are, again, we're all just here to share the Janome love however we can.
that's
So
right.
wonderful.
Well,
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, the fabulous Liz Johnson. This has been absolutely wonderful as always. Again, so many resources available from Janome Canada website and Sew4Home website. So
so give us
yes.
a visit. Thank you all so much for giving up a little bit of your time to share it with us, and we will see you very soon.
Fabulous. Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous day. Bye.
Bye bye.